Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Matt here. Hope you're doing well. So this weekend we had a new Darren Aronofsky film. I am a huge fan of this director. He's in my top 10 favorites. Actually, probably my top 6. He'll be number 6 in my ranking of favorite directors. I love almost all his movies. And he's a director that doesn't make movies all the time. That's why when there is a new one out, at least for me, I definitely want to see it. Because like I said, he's a director that doesn't have a movie out every year or every 2 years. I mean, he went from Requiem for a Dream to The Fountain, and that was 6 years, in 2000 to 2006. So, and then he did, and then he had a little bit of a string of movies with The Wrestler in 2008, Black Swan in 2010, and then he had Noah 4 years later, and then he had 3 years he had Mother, and then his last movie, The Whale. Sorry, I don't have that up there. I don't own the film, but it was a whale of a time. From Mother to The Whale, that was over 5-6 years later. So like I said, and even now it's been over 3.5, almost 3 years since he last made a movie. So for a director, he's been doing it since 2000. And here we are 25 years later. And how many movies? 7 to his 8th movie in over 25 years. I mean, like I said, not a director that puts out movies all the time. But he has a new film out, Caught Stealing. This stars Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Regina King, Liev Schreiber, Vincent D'Onofrio, Bad Bunny. And I was really looking forward to this movie. I think Austin Butler is on the rise ever since Elvis in 2022. Last year he was in Dune Part 2, and he was in The Bike Riders. Now he has this movie out. Zoe Kravitz, she's been in a lot of stuff. She's been the recent Catwoman in the Robert Pattinson, The Batman. And then you got Vincent D'Onofrio, Liev Schreiber. I mean, Cotton Weary, can't go wrong with him. So, let's get into it. Austin Butler is great in this movie. He really shows the range. This movie is set in New York in the year 1998. So it's very weird to say it's a period piece. What it is 1998 wasn't yesterday. It wasn't even a year ago or 2 years ago. It was over 27 years ago. Oh boy. But the setting of being in the 90s, you get that 90s feel, the atmosphere, the tone. And I wouldn't be surprised if they filmed this on film rather than digital, because it definitely had that film look to it. Just like a lot of Darren Aronofsky movies, almost all of them are shot on film. You get like the music of the 90s, of the late 90s. You got the Twin Towers in there, which is always very interesting and odd to see the Twin Towers now in movies. Obviously what happened 9/11. And even the clothing that they wear, the cars. It really got that late 90s vibe and feel that I love. But going back to Austin Butler, he brings a lot of range in this movie. And I thought he did a great job. Now, he does still have that little bit of that Elvis voice in moments. You kind of hear it come out a few times in the movie. But I thought he did it, like I said, this guy is the next big star. In fact, this is like a crime mystery thriller movie. He reminded me a lot of Leonardo DiCaprio in this movie. A lot of like that Departed vibe to it and to his character. And I'm like, dude, you could be the next Leonardo DiCaprio if you play your cards right. I thought he did a great job. The supporting cast, you had Brad Bunny in here. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Brad Bunny really is becoming a really good actor. And I'm not joking. I mean, I saw him. He was the best part of Happy Gilmore 2. He was the caddy. He was in Bullet Train. He was good in that. I mean, this guy is starting to come up. Like I said, Regina King. I haven't seen Regina King in a movie in I don't know how many years. I remember all the way back to Ray Charles, the Ray movie, or Miss Congeniality 2. I think, oh, it's cool to see Regina King. Zoe Kravitz, can't go wrong with her. Vincent D'Onofrio as a Russian Jew mobster. Come on, people. You got Vincent D'Onofrio and Liam Schreiber as Russian Jewish mobsters. Perfection. Perfection. Kingpin and Sabretooth. And you also got Matt Smith, who's also a great addition to the movie. So the supporting cast all have their moments, all do a really good job, and it really is so funny when you watch this movie, you go, I can see a spin-off movie on the Brad Bunny character. I can see a whole spin-off movie on the Matt Smith character. I can see a whole movie on the two Russian Jewish mobsters, Vincent D'Onofrio and Liam Schreiber. I mean, this movie had a lot of humor, a lot of dark humor, which I enjoyed it, added to the movie. This movie is also very violent. Like I said, this is a crime film. And then that's where it goes into a little bit of that Departed vibe. A lot of violence, a lot of killing. So if you're not too big on those types of movies, this might not be for you. The script. I love the characters. Well established, developed characters. And the script is great. And there's twists and turns throughout the movie that keeps you on your feet. The movie's only an hour and 47 minutes. So it gets, which is a lot of Darren Aronofsky movies are in the hour and 40 minute mark. So that's not surprising. And this is actually Darren Aronofsky's most commercial film yet. Like all of these other movies are more independent, artsy films. I mean, like you go to like The Fountain, definitely artsy. Even Black Swan, artsy. Noah, artsy. Mother, oh, hell yeah. But this is the most commercial film that anyone can watch this movie. Everyone's gonna like this movie. Guys, girls, adults, teenagers, kids. I can see this movie becoming a classic that college kids want to watch, or high school kids. Women will want to watch it to see Austin Butler with his shirt off in the first half of the movie, and just wearing underwear. I'm not going to say what girls are going to probably do in those scenes, but hey, he's wearing underwear and you can, yep, okay. And then you got Zoe Kravitz, who, she's more of the eye candy in this movie. And you see a lot of Zoe Kravitz. I'll just leave it at that. Some of my negatives though, Zoe Kravitz. She's only the eye candy in this movie. She is the girlfriend. She is the sex symbol. She's the one who is basically there to, hey, look at me, look at me, look at my hot body. Look at me take my clothes off. Not a bad thing, but He's probably the only character in this movie that I would say they need to develop her more. Instead of just the girlfriend. Instead of just the one who wants to sleep with Austin Butler or take off her clothes. I mean, that's fine and all, but considering you have all these other characters that are developed and established, and we get to know a little bit about them outside of what they're doing. And I wanted to see more of Vincent D'Onofrio and Liev Schreiber. Like I said, I could see a whole movie with these Russian Jewish mobsters. I mean, I want to see that movie. Just call it Caught Stealing. Or just call it the Russian Jewish mobsters. I know what you're talking about. Or the Russian Jewish brothers from New York. I like that title too. But other than that, this is easily one of my favorite movies of the year. Easily one of the best movies of this summer. And another awesome Darren Aronofsky film. Someone said this is the best movie since Black Swan, and I have to agree. So I would give this a 4.9 out of 5. Did you see Caught Stealing? Have you been caught stealing anything recently? Have you ever stolen anything? Let me know in the comments below. Or don't let me know. But let me know if you saw this movie. What did you think? Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. Matt the Matt.